Okay,
Yeah.
so now we're going to take a look at the October new moon, which is our next solar eclipse. And it's taking place at the end of the month on the 25th, 6:49. Sorry, the 9 on my keyboard is stuck. And so it did not get the 9, but it's at 6:49 a.m. EST at 7 degrees of Libra, Swati Nakshatra. So right off the bat, we know that Saturn is still giving his 10th aspect to Libra from Capricorn, which is going to make this kind of tenuous.
Yes.
So what do you think about this solar eclipse chart?
Well, this solar eclipse is tough for solar eclipse, for relationships and business partnerships and diplomacy thing in the world. Saturn is aspecting solar eclipse, which is complicating it, and though there is a good side, and because it's with Venus actually, actually there is some impacting. But then this solar eclipse will be, you'll begin to see now. This eclipse will open up lot more social media thing and all that. You'll begin to see the next Facebook, whatever. You're going to see a lot of people getting into that. Now, this eclipse is actually happening with Ketu. So Ketu kind of eclipses are more introverted actually. There's more internal process that is happening more than eclipses that are happening with Rahu, in my opinion. That is my opinion actually. But then usually the other aspect here is because it's all happening in Swati. Swati is also nakshatra of entrepreneurs. You'll find a lot more entrepreneurship activities happening, and entrepreneurs themselves will have a tough time. This is a time period when the breathing could have a real problem, the one which you mentioned. Breathing along with heart problems actually. Saturn being in the Nishta is a heart problem. Moon being with Venus and so forth in Swati. Swati is a breathing thing actually. Now, that's when you might find breathing issues. Now I can really encourage for people to start doing pranayama practice right now. It's breathing practices in yoga. Just doing that, spending time exercising breaths in different powerful ways. You might find that a lot more peace and calm is coming into life. We don't spend any kind of attention upon our breath when it's so vital to our own well-being. So that's a worthwhile thing actually. Now, if you're listening to this video, for sure start doing some pranayama practices from online, YouTube, whatever, right? Or some yoga classes, something like that. You'll find that is actually helping you out the most actually. Now, I cannot say that enough. There is some element of karma which can be controlled to breath. Now, when you say all the eclipses happening to yogis, they'll just laugh at you. Why? Because they have controlled their karma through their breath. Simple as that. They know, okay, this is a Mars kind of breath that is coming through me right now, or this is a Jupiter breath coming through me right now, and they know what can be done around that time period. So it's very important. So breathing is very, very powerful actually. You can reduce your karmas through breath actually. So it's a very powerful thing. But anyway, for this upcoming eclipse, the challenges with regard to transportations, logistics, coordination, finding problems around coordination. This is when a lot of industries will also have problems, in my opinion. Now, this is the point where actually Sun is getting debilitated in 10 degrees of Libra. So governments are going to have a problem. Governments will have a problem coordinating a lot more things and a lot more foreign issues and all that. So usually this also could be an expensive eclipse, in my opinion, because you might find this economic crisis beginning to come after that. Libra is a sign of the markets actually, and the markets are going crazy because it's not stable kind of thing happening. There'll be some problems happening there actually. Yeah.
And Swati, is Vayu, the wind god. So oftentimes storms will happen when there's a lot of planets in Swati.
Yes, and also travel breakdown. So the airlines industries they're not done with their crisis. There'll be another crisis happening for sure with travel for sure. Again, it's not over, but you have to be prepared for it. It can happen. So the fall time period travel or this upcoming Christmas travel could be more challenging than this one. You might find that kind of thing happening actually, especially across the airlines and so forth actually.
Right. Oh boy. Okay, then Mars goes retrograde. Oh, it's October 30th when it goes retrograde. So this was supposed to say Libra, not Virgo. Sorry, it's a mistake. But at the end of the month, Mars goes retrograde. So he's gonna be he's still gonna be in Gemini. Yeah. So like we were talking about before, last time Mars was retrograde in Gemini was 2008. And that's when we had that housing bubble collapse and the subsequent, dilution of all of the stocks and everything went crazy. So that happens
there could
after.
a real estate crisis is waiting to happen. Saturn is in Danish tower, Mars is getting exalted, so it's waiting to happen for sure. So seller's market is also could lead to its own problems actually. So that's a different thing. So that kind of problems are waiting to come for sure. Yeah.